Alright guys, Raw Russell here, and this is going to be my WWE live from Madison Square Garden review. But firstly, I do want to just briefly sum up the UFC 192 results. Obviously, I haven't seen it because apparently I can't watch it in my country, and it hasn't been uploaded to Watch Wrestling yet, where I probably will watch it as soon as it's uploaded. But the results, the two main fights, Ryan Bader versus Rashad Evans, in which Ryan Bader won. That's really cool. I thought Rashad Evans would win, so good for Ryan Bader. He's a younger talent, and it's cool for him. The other one was the light heavyweight title fight between Alexander Gustafsson and Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier retains. Surprised, actually. I thought Alexander Gustafsson would actually win. But it's cool. It was a good fight, apparently, from what I've heard. But again, it's a bit annoying. Alexander Gustafsson wins by decision. But anyway, let's move on to WWE live from Madison Square Garden. After I mentioned my new Kevin Owens shirt, KO, Fight Owens Fight on the back, in support of Kevin Owens tonight as he faces Chris Jericho. So the event started off with a tag team match, and this was a little bit annoying because they booked it as two separate singles matches, Ziggler versus Rusev and Sheamus versus Orton. I guess there was a time issue and they just put it together and made it a tag match. It seemed like there was a time issue for a few matches because a few of them were pretty short. The Kevin Owens versus Jericho match was shorter than I wanted it to be. But this tag team matchup, so it was Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton against Rusev and Sheamus. Interesting team, Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton. Randy Orton got a pretty big pop. Got the biggest pop of the four. A few things of interest. Randy Orton playing heel, where he gives Rusev a thumb to the eye. I thought that was interesting. Orton heel turn, maybe. I would really like an Orton heel turn, if I'm honest. So that's awesome. And the other thing, really, I mentioned, the only thing really about this matchup is it was fine, but again, it's too, there's nothing special about it. It's too TV quality. I gave it 2.5 stars. In the end, Dolph Ziggler hits a super kick on Sheamus. Then Sheamus gets RKO'd, 1, 2, 3, the faces win. I predicted that the faces would win, so 1-0 my predictions. I gave it 2.5 stars. The other big talking point was a Sheamus face turn, which they kind of teased at the end of the match, where Sheamus knocks out Rusev with a bro kick. Please don't turn Sheamus face. Just don't, please. But 2.5 stars, it's not the greatest way to start off. It's too TV quality for such a special event. Next up, we kind of carry on the trend of TV quality. Neville versus Stardust. Now, I know these guys are incredibly talented, and I really do think they could have had a really good match. I predicted Neville, and in the end, Neville won. But again, I do feel these guys could have a really good match, but it's just too TV quality. I gave them 2.25 stars. Neville wins with a red arrow. Not bad, but not spectacular, again. We needed some real quality to take this show up to a pay-per-view quality show, really, because these live specials, they're pay-per-views in a way. But even though I don't book them as a pay-per-views, maybe because if they underwhelm, then they can say it wasn't actually a pay-per-view. Alright, so we move on to Team Bella versus Team PCB. Just break PCB up, please. Just do it. Well, actually, end of this matchup, PCB are basically broken up. Team Bella win, which is slightly annoying because they also got the win on Raw, but I don't want PCB. I think they should split up. I think the Bellas are fine as a team because they make sense because they're heels. PCB need to break up. I think Becky needs to step away from Charlotte as well, because at the moment she's just her lapdog. In the end, Nikki pins Paige with the rack attack after Becky and Charlotte jump off the apron. So that kind of makes them look like heels, which I didn't really like, because Becky Lynch is one of the most over divas after Sasha Banks and Bayley, probably. So that was a little bit annoying. I gave them 2 stars. I thought it was, again, a decent divas match, but nothing to pay-per-view quality, and it's not going to be as good as the NXT TakeOver Respect match, obviously. Oh, Iron Woman match. I'm so excited for it. I'll have to predict that probably on Tuesday night, maybe. We move on to, finally, some really good quality. Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the IC title. Jericho comes out and gives a cool promo stating how it's his 25th anniversary of his career. That was nice. That actually gave me the idea that Jericho could win the IC title, possibly. But I still stuck with Owens, and by this point I'm actually 3-0 in my predictions because I predicted Team Bella Neville and the Faces in the tag match opener. Here I predict Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens wins, but again it's with a thumb to the eye and then a roll up, which is a little bit, I don't know. I mean, I knew they weren't going to book him clean over Jericho because Jericho's got such a history, but still it was very interesting. Also, to see Jericho as a face again, that's weird because they kind of turned him heel at Night of Champions, and I think they should have kept with that momentum, to be honest. I gave it 3.5 stars though. I think Owens and Jericho put in a very good match. It was the best match by far of the show so far. But there's still some good matches to come. Next up, so the Dudley Boys versus the New Day for the tag team titles. The only prediction I got wrong, and I predicted the Dudleys would win the tag titles. They didn't. They won by disqualification. Now, sometimes it is okay to have a match that end by disqualification to keep the belts on some heels once. You're allowed to do it once, not twice. Not twice at all. I don't think that was a very good way to end it, but the match was still very entertaining. I do prefer the Night of Champions one, and this one, again, very short. It was around 6 minutes. So, I don't know. I see the Dudleys probably winning it at Hell in a Cell. Although, with this finish now, I'm starting to think that they should probably have the New Day retain in a tables match at Hell in a Cell, because that makes them look really good. But, a little bit annoyed. Xavier Woods takes the table again. I gave it 2 3/4 stars. I thought it was a pretty decent match again. And again, above TV quality, so it's nice to see some matches above TV quality. But the ending did slightly annoy me, and I did prefer the Night of Champions match. We move on to the co-main event, Brock Lesnar versus Big Show. Now, in rating a Brock Lesnar match, you have to take into account a few things. It's probably going to be a squash. You have to look at that. You have to look at his opponent. His opponent's not going to get in much offense. I think this matchup, for what it was, I think it did a very good job. I think it did exactly what it should do. It made Brock Lesnar look powerful. It made Big Show look powerful, because Big Show went down swinging in this matchup. We all know Big Show was going to lose. That put my predictions at 5-1. We all know Big Show was going to lose. It was just how easily. And Big Show really put up a bigger fight than a lot of Brock Lesnar's opponents. Big Show hit 3 consecutive chokeslams, which really, Big Show did go down swinging in this match. Brock Lesnar kicked out, and in the end, Brock Lesnar hit some amazing German suplexes. Oh my god. Oh, Christ. He also, and then he obviously hits the F5, 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar comes out of this looking like a boss. I gave the match 2 stars. I really do think these guys did one hell of a job. It's basically it's a story match, really, and I think they did a very good job. I think it was booked well again. I think Brock Lesnar matches are booked very well. And after the match, Brock Lesnar hits another F5 and the most insane belly-to-belly suplex I've ever seen. Oh my god. Brock Lesnar is powerful. I'm honestly scared for The Undertaker at Hell in a Cell. Undertaker's going to die. We move on to the main event, US title steel cage match versus with Rollins and Cena. These guys can't have a bad match. They had a great match on Raw. They've had 3 great matches on Raw, actually. So we knew they were going to have a great match here. Do I think it's as good as the SummerSlam one or the Night of Champions one? No, but I didn't know how well the steel cage would work with Cena and Rollins. I was surprised. It worked really well. This was the match of the night. I think Rollins and Cena put on a hell of a show. I think the spot from Rollins at the end, the frog splash, which he nearly fell wrong, but he just about recovered in the end. And then Rollins gets hit with an AA. 1, 2, 3, Cena retains the US title. It's after Kane comes out, and I knew Rollins would lose cleanly, but it wouldn't lose cleanly, but I am still slightly annoyed that Cena's pinned Rollins like 4 times now. So that's a bit annoying, but it was a great match. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. Cena and Rollins really was really good. It was best steel cage match I've seen in a very long time. I think it was better than the one this year with Orton and Cena. So 4 stars. Overall, I enjoyed the show. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. I think the Brock Lesnar match was booked right. I think the main event was great, and I think the IC title match was very good as well. So this has been my WWE Live from Madison Square Garden review. The only thing I really have to mention again is that my NXT TakeOver Respect predictions will be up probably Tuesday or Monday. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. But I'm so hyped up for that event. That main event should be class. Will it be better than the Brooklyn one? I don't know, to be honest. But I guess we'll see. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been Revolver Ocelot. Like, comment and subscribe for more.